Hello everybody and welcome back to the Oswego Blizzards Dynasty as we will be taking on Southern Mississippi in a very rainy Oswego, New York, as we again are playing with some precipitation in this game. Now, this Southern Mississippi team is a Tier 4 team with us, but they are one of the teams that will be fighting for promotion this year and have been slated to finish near that top spot, if not finishing at the top. This is a team that relies heavily on their best player, Frank Gore Jr., the son of the legend, Frank Gore, as they are utilizing his very good skills this year so far in this season. They are able to score a lot of points, but have played very close games all year. So their 3-0 record could be worse. They could be 0-3, but they are able to win games. So that is something that we need to keep an eye on. They know how to win. So they will be ready to win this game against us. Let's see what we can do against this team. They are definitely better than us, as many teams are. We're the bottom of Tier 4. They're the top of Tier 4. This is where we want to be. We want to be able to learn what Southern Mississippi does. They know how to run the ball. We want to run the ball. So let's see what we can do in this game and see what things we can take from this one. Hopefully, one of those things is a W. So Southern Miss won the toss and they have elected to defer to the second half, which will give us exactly what we want. We are returning the ball as Marcus Seals is going to make a first move and will pick up 22 yards on that return. Again, we're going to be missing out on Don Bird, so we will be relying on Calvin Wyatt and Obi Hopkins and to take over for him, as Dan Villari is going to keep that one on first down. And that will lead to 2nd down and 8. We'll jump ahead to 3rd down and 7. Dan Villari is going to be dropping back to pass, and he's going to toss that one to Obi Hopkins, and that is going to be falling incomplete, as we will be deciding to punt the ball in this game. Last game we decided to go for it in these types of situations, but that's because we were playing against Joplin, a Tier 1 team. And Shady Clayton, their backup running back, is going to take that one 24 yards, and the punt will bring them into our territory as Southern Mississippi will start in fantastic field position. And Frank Gore Jr. is going to receive that first handoff, and we will be ready for it as we corral him, as he only picks up 2 yards on that first down play. So now Keys is going to find his wide receiver, Holt Bennett, on that one, as he goes and picks up 10 yards on that slant route. 1st down and 10 now for the Golden Eagles, as they'll hand that one off to Frank Gore Jr. on that veer option play, and he's going to find some open space as he goes and picks up 17 yards. Very good pickup from Frank Gore Jr. So now Southern Miss is going to send their tight end in motion. They'll drop back onto a pass as Keys is going to find his wide receiver Besh on that one, as he goes and picks up 10 yards, but short of the first down marker. 2nd down and inches now for the Golden Eagles. They're going to be switching the play up. Keys is going to drop back to pass, and he's going to find Besh open in the back of the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown, as they will strike first, and that will give them a 7-0 lead early in this one. 1st down and 10 now. Marcelo Mobley is going to be in the backfield. He'll toss it out to Obi Hopkins, and he's going to be slow coming out of that play and will lose 2 yards, as Booth was a menace against us last year. Hopefully he's not a menace this year, but he gets his first tackle for a loss, and now we will make up for it as Devin Fontaine goes and picks up 35 yards on that out route, and Dan Villari finds him, but is on this play going to go and fall in the backfield, as we will lose 4 yards after that big time pickup on that last play. Marcelo Mobley is going to hand this one off to Marcus Seals, as we've got a flag. We'll have to see what is the call. It will be a hold, which will force us even further back Second down and 24 is what we've got now. Dan Villari is going to drop back to pass. They're going to call a screen play. Marcus Seals is going to go and pick up 0 yards on that halfback screen, which is going to give us a third down and forever on this play. Dan Villari back to pass. He's just going to toss this one up to double coverage, and McLaurin is going to pick it off and will force him out of bounds. That's basically an arm punt on that one, but it is, again, Dan Villari's first interception on the day. Hopefully he doesn't pick up any more. He had 3 in the last game, his 4th in 2 games. So now Southern Miss will start over from their side of the ball, of their field, and now Frank Gore Jr. is going to fight, and he'll pick up 11 yards as he continues to move his feet as he goes and picks up another first down. Ty Keys back to pass, and he'll find his tight end Baker up the middle on that one. He'll pick up 9 yards as we stop him just before that first down marker. Second down and 1 now for Keys, as we are not going to get him in the backfield as we dive down on Frank Gore Jr. Ty Keys is going to go and pick up 8 yards on that second down rush. Another first down for Southern Miss. Defense still unable to stop the run. Frank Gore Jr. taking it up the middle. He'll go and pick up 7 yards as that is a good blocking from their offensive line to create a hole to go and pick up that first down. Keys now going to keep this one as he cuts it back to the middle, and we will bring him down only for a 5-yard gain, but that could have been worse than what it ended up being. Second down and 5 now for Southern Miss as we are going to bring Frank Gore Jr. back down in the backfield. That's going to be Steven Burks going to make a big time play. Probably got away with a face mask. We'll take it. Third down and 8 now. They'll be dropping back to pass. Keys is going to find a wide open Mays Jr. as he's going to step out of bounds just before he reaches the first down marker. That's going to lead them to a 4th down as they will kick the field goal. This is pushing right, and it's going to go off the goal post. That's going to be no good as our defense survives, and Southern Miss is only ahead 7 as we've played 9 minutes in this first quarter. Our third possession now for our offense as Marcus Seals is going to receive that dive play. He'll pick up 3 yards only on his second rush of the day. Second down and 7. They'll hand it off to him, and he's going to go and make a cutback and pick up 9 yards. That'll move the chains as we will go and pick up another first down on that drive. Calvin Wyatt will now get a chance, and he'll go and only pick up 1 yard on that outside handoff. His first rush of the day, only going for 1 yard. Third down and 8 now. Dan Villari is going to keep this one. He's going to find some space, and that's going to lead him to a first down as he falls on the logo, but that is going to be a 15-yard pickup from him as we will now continue this drive. Marcus Seals is going to receive that handoff, and he is going to go and take that one 8 yards up the middle for a second down and 2. Third down and 1 now. Marcelo Mobley now in the backfield. And Marcus Seals moving in motion. Calvin Wyatt is going to get a push, and he'll go and pick up a first down on that 2-yard pickup. This drive will continue. First down and 10 now. Marcus Seals moving in motion. They'll fake the pitch out to him. Marcelo Mobley, that's a dangerous pass, and it's going to fall harmlessly to the turf as we will continue this drive. Second down and 10. Dan Villari is going to hand this one off to Marcus Seals, and he's going to go take that one up the middle. That is going to be a 4-yard gain. This is a third and manageable for this drive. Already used half the time of the quarter. Devin Fontaine's going to find his way open on the mesh play. That's going to be a first down as he finds some open space, picking up 13 yards. First down and 10. Dan Villari is going to pitch this one out to Marcus Seals as he's lit up in the backfield. No blocking from the wide receiver on the edge as we now are looking at second down and 13. Inside handoff. Marcus Seals is going to find some space. Third down and 5. The defensive end was frozen, expecting to see what Dan Villari was going to do, and we will pick up good amount of yards on second down. Third down and 5. Marcus Seals is going to receive that handoff, and he's going to go and pick up a first down. This drive will continue. Another first down. This is what our offense is made to do. We've used 7 minutes of the clock. Calvin Wyatt is going to receive that handoff to the outside. He'll pick up only 2 yards on the play. 15th play of the drive. Second down and 8. Clock is ticking down still. Marcus Seals is going to receive that handoff. They'll meet it up in the backfield as he picks up 0 yards on that rush. Play 17 on the drive. 10 minutes used. Dan Villari back to pass. He's going to find nobody, and they will sack him. He's going to fall back 13 yards. Kristen Booth was big last year, as I've said, and he was big again on that play. We will now kick the field goal as Parham is going to knock that one through, as we did a 17-play drive that took 10.5 minutes off the clock. 47 seconds left now, as it is now a 7-3 game, only down 4. Clayton is now going to take that one out, and he will pick up 27 yards on that return, as now Southern Mississippi has a good chance. Here, they'll toss it deep, and now Besh is going to pick it up, and we'll push him out of bounds as he goes and makes a 49-yard play. Wow, what a play there. Bernard Dawson is just too short to guard him, and he goes and picks it up. That's basically a 50-yard play. They are now in field goal range and still fighting chance with 3 timeouts to score a touchdown. Now Bernard Dawson is going to drop the pick. Oh, that could have been huge. He made a bad defensive play on the last play. This time a good defensive play, but is going to fall harmlessly to the turf. Now Ty Keys is going to be sacked. Our defense is stepping up in a big way to close out this half. They'll use a timeout. 28 seconds left. Ty Keys back to pass. They're going to call a halfback screen. Frank Gore breaks free from the first one, but is going to be forced out of bounds before he reaches the first down marker. That'll force a field goal. Our defense steps up in a big way. Oh, that was just sliding through. That could have still been a 7-3 lead. Could not taking field goals for granted in this game, as he will just slide that one through. Still a 7-point game. 15 seconds left. Marcelo Mobley is going to keep this one. He'll pick up a good amount of yards on first down. That'll give us some thought to go deep on this next play, as he picks up 9 yards on first down and 10. We'll send Obi Hopkins in motion. Marcelo Mobley is going to drop back to pass. He'll toss this one deep, and that's going to be picked off by Tolles, as he's now got some space. We need to make a play here, and we'll force him out of bounds. The second interception, and Marcelo Mobley's first on the day, as he's just chucking that one deep, as we were just going for a chance at scoring points before the half. And that is how this half will end. 10-3 game. That was a very good half from us in that one. Only 10 points from this high-powered Southern Miss offense. Our offense was able to move that ball. That was a big-time drive to score us a field goal. Would have loved to have knocked that one into the end zone, but 10.5 minutes is no joke. Hopefully we continue that into the second half. So we will kick this one off to Southern Mississippi, as we will start this second half. Frank Gore Jr. is going to take this one, as he's going to find some space, and he'll take that one out, and is probably going to tack on an extra 15 with that face mask, as now Southern Miss is going to start in great field position to start this half. We'll set up in 5-2 defense, as Frank Gore Jr. is going to bounce it to the outside, picking up a good pickup on first down. That's 6 yards, especially when we've got 5 defensive linemen up front. Now Ty Keys is going to keep this one, and he's going to find some wide open space as we catch him from behind will force him out of bounds. That's going to lead them to first down and goal. Tykees again is going to keep it. He's been the killer for us, not Frank Gore Jr., as he goes and picks up 6 yards on that first down play. Second down and goal. We're going to have our goal line defense here. They'll send the tight end in motion, and now Frank Gore Jr. is just going to be patient and let his blockers lead him into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Golden Eagles and Frank Gore Jr. as they take a 2-possession lead, up 17-3. Marcelo Mobley is now going to hand that one off, pitch it off to Obi Hopkins on that second down play, as he will only pick up a yard. Third down and 13 after a delay of game. Dan Villari is going to drop back to pass, and he's going to find Cortez Chaquez. He's going to cut up the middle of the field. He is our speedy slot receiver. He'll pick up 30 yards on that play and moving the chains as we continue this drive. Obi Hopkins is going to receive that inside handoff. There was a big gap, but was filled by a big defensive lineman. Third down and 8. Marcelo Mobley is going to keep this one, and they will force him to keep it as he only picks up 3 yards. We're in their territory. We can go for it on fourth down. Dan Villari back to pass, and that's going to be a bad pass. Very inaccurate. He throws it behind the receiver. He was open on that play, and that is going to lead Southern Mississippi to the ball. What a big time miss from Dan Villari. He's usually very good and accurate, unable to make the play on that one. And now Frank Gore Jr. is going to receive that pitch and pick up 16 yards. Ty Keys making a lot of those yards happen on that play. Frank Gore Jr. taking credit. Now Daniel Schaefer is going to meet him up the middle. That's only going to be a 4-yard gain. Very good open field tackle from Daniel Schaefer on that play. Second down and 6 now for the Golden Eagles as they quickly toss this one out to the edge, and Franks is going to find some open space with the good blocking out there on the edge as he picks up his first catch, which is 19 yards on that play. Second down and 5 now for Shahid Clayton, and he's going to fight in to Shady Clayton, not Shahid, Shady Clayton, as he takes that one to the end zone as Frank Gore Jr. needed a rest, and now he's going to go and take that one to the end zone. 24-3 lead now for the Golden Eagles as they have opened the floodgates with 14 points in this half. Marcelo Mobley is going to keep it. He had some space but is going to be tripped up, and he will only pick up 1 yard on that rush, if anything. And that will lead to a third down and 9. Marcus Seals is going to get that inside handoff as we're just trying to get a few extra yards to set up a nice, easy fourth down because we need to go for it to stay in this game. Dan Villari is going to find Devin Fontaine on that one as he leads him to the outside, and that's going to be a 20-yard pickup from Devin Fontaine as he is playing tight end because we have no tight ends on our team. Marcelo Mobley is going to pitch that one out to Marcus Seals as he finds the edge and will pick up 5 yards on that outside pitch. 48 yards for him as he has had to work for every yard in this game. And again, he's got some space but is unable to break free. That's only a 2-yard gain, leading to a third down and 3 as we are now in the fourth quarter. Very good block there as it opens up for Calvin Wyatt as he is going to continue this drive as that is going to be a first down. First down and 10. Dan Villari handing it off to Calvin Wyatt. He's got some space and he's going to go and pick up the first down and 14 yards on that outside handoff. Very good play from him on that one. First down and 10. Obi Hopkins moving in motion. Marcelo Mobley will not hand the ball off, and he will keep it himself, taking it for 5 yards. We do love that little quarterback keeper, especially with Marcelo Mobley. Second down and 5. Calvin Wyatt's going to keep this one, and they're just going to keep him short on that play, leading to a third down and 1 as he only picks up 4 yards. 7 minutes to go. Marcus Seals is going to find some open space, and he's going to take that one to the end zone. That's a touchdown. We are not out of it yet. That's it. A very good play from this offense. We are still only down 2 possessions on that 11 play 6-minute drive. Greg Thompson's going to kick that onside kick. That one was better than the last one in the last game, as Mays will just barely pick it up before we make it. Now we need a stop from our defense. We know what's coming. They're going to hand that ball off to Frank Gore Jr. They're going to misdirect us and take it to the left side instead of the right, and that will lead to a big gain. 13 yards as they move the chains. And this time, Frank Gore Jr. is going nowhere. We'll meet him in the backfield. That's a loss of 3. That's going to be our big man, Steven Burks. Middle linebacker, best player on our defense outside of Bubba Johnson. Frank Gore Jr. is going to break off the first tackle, and we're just going to bring him down before the first down yard line. 3rd down and inches now for Southern Miss. 6 minutes to go as Ty Keys is going to roll out and is just going to get that pass off to Baker as we sent the house on the play, and they read it well as Ty Keys rolls out, finding Luke Baker wide open with some blocks down the field. They'll take that one to the end zone. That will give them a 21 lead again after we scored ours. 31-10 now, as Southern Miss has now reached their average for the year. Dan Villari is now going to be under center. He'll drop back to pass, and no time on that one. Our receivers had no chance to get open. Kristen Booth again is going to be in the backfield very quickly, making that play. Marcelo Mobley going to keep this one. He'll pick up 8 yards on that quarterback keeper, leading to a 3rd down and 9. 4 minutes to go in this game. Dan Villari is going to keep it, and he is going to go and pick up 4 yards, coming up short on that play. We'll go for it on 4th down and 5. Dan Villari back to pass, and he's going to find a wide open Cortez Jaquez, and he's going to make a move. He's got some space and is going to be brought down, but that's not before he picks up 27 yards on that play. 3 minutes to go in the game. Dan Villari, he's going to keep it. He'll pick up a good play on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3. We'll be sending Cortez Jaquez in motion. We will hand that ball off to Marcus Seals, and he will go and pick up the 1st down. We move the chains as we've got another drive going. Under 2 minutes to go in this game as we are just trying to make our offense look good. Dan Villari, all the time in the world, and he's going to find Thomas Mayo, who finally finds his way across the field. He'll pick up 21 yards on that play. 1st down and goal. Marcus Seals is going to be tripped up again at this side of the field. We are very good at being tripped up. 2nd down and goal now. Time ticking down. 30 seconds to go in this game. We'll hand that one off to Calvin White on the misdirection. They read it all the way, and we'll lose 2 on the play. Time ticking down. 10 seconds to go as we've used a timeout. Dan Villari is going to fake the handoff. He'll drop back, roll out, and we'll toss this one out to Devin Fontaine as he comes up short. And we will stop with 1 second left. This will be the 11th play of the drive. 4th down and goal, last play of the game. Let's see if we can punch it into the end zone. Dan Villari back to pass. He's going to run out of time, and it's going to throw off the back foot, and that's not going to make it to the end zone. The ball will fall harmlessly to the ground, and that is how this game will end, on a incomplete pass as Southern Mississippi takes this one away with a 31-10 victory. Ty Keys was huge for them. We figured Frank Gore Jr. would be the problem. Instead, it was Ty Keys. We keyed in on Frank Gore Jr. and Ty Keys took advantage and beat us in that one. I'll say, though, I am very proud of this team. We were able to string drives together. It would be nice if we were able to do that for a couple of those extra drives so that we didn't fall into the deficit that we did. If going into half down the one possession and then they scored, if we could get a stop on that first possession, that would have been awesome, to still be down 1 touchdown instead of 2. And then if we were able to get our first drive in that second half to be what our other drives were in that second half, this game could have been completely different. I think that we played very well against this Southern Mississippi team. We were outmatched, and we just could not stop Frank Gore Jr., who still, even though we did shut him down, still ran for 92 yards in this game. Very tough sledding for our team, but I am very proud of the effort that we had in this one. We've had some tough slates as we've played a lot of teams that run the ball so far in this season, which is one of our biggest weaknesses. But we played toe-to-toe with this Southern Miss team. If we can cut down on turnovers, and if we could get a stop on that second half drive that they have, I think we will do wonders coming forward. So now we will be looking ahead at this recruiting battle. John Jameson has still not quite committed to our team. Next week, certainly he would be doing that. We are still in a battle for Jackson Tuttle and some tight ends there, as we are moving into those green zones and trying to finish those battles off without putting full points into them and get our budget down. That's something that we are really trying to focus on, is trying to make sure we get that budget down. We are really struggling for our points for this recruiting cycle so far, as we are really low to start, and we need these battles to finish. So John Jameson, he's going to be committing next week, so I think that it's very good for us to be able to just drop his points down, try and save just a little bit of budget in this week, because we know he's going to be committing next week as long as we continue to do what we are doing. So our budget is looking just a little bit better. We're still a whole point high. So we are really needing John Jameson to go through and to win that battle with Jackson Tuttle. So now we are going to look ahead to the next couple weeks, as we will finally get a bye week after playing 4 tough games, and we are going to be facing Billows Falls in our game that we come back. This is our big time rival. We absolutely hate these guys, and they are playing very well so far. The top team in Tier 4 right now, especially with their quarterback Slade Berry, who is showing that he could be an NFL caliber quarterback so far. We're going to need to use this bye week to really try and hone in on Billows Falls. If we're able to win one game this year, I would hope it would be against Billows Falls, as that team is a team that we just absolutely hate. So most of the teams are about 4 games into the season, so this is how the conference standings are looking right now. BYU looking bad. That's not good for them. But that will do it for this week, as we are getting ready for the bye week coming up, as we are getting ready to face Billows Falls. If you've liked the series so far, give it a like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and make sure to check out my other dynasty in the Billings Wolves dynasty, or continue to watch the rest of these games, and we will see you after our bye week against our hated rivals.